Alright, this is going to be our first short cross-country test flight of the Zibo 3.24 Echo version of the 737. We've got the generic just out of the factory livery on here, and we are parked at Phoenix over at the Air National Guard side, which is the south side again of Phoenix Airport. Let's jump in the plane, get started up. We're going to do a full flight over to San Diego and check out the FMC. We'll see how that's working. Alrighty, let's see. Let's get our battery power on, standby power, get our emergency exit lighting enabled, cabin utilities on. There we go. Go over to ground power. Get our nav lights on. We'll turn our beacon on also. We'll get our APU started. Alright, got a good start there. Let's get our IRSs aligned. We'll come back in the cockpit here, get our lights turned up, put our yoke on. I guess we can do a little lighting here in the cockpit too, so it shows up nicely. Actually, yeah. Come on. Turn that up. Turn the panel lights on here. A little light on the center console. Alright, let's jump in the FMC and get set up over here. Clear all that out. Go to the FMC. I don't know what did I say? I think I said FMC. Anyway, position. We are at Phoenix. KPHX. We're not at any gate. Let's grab our GPS position. Drop that in here. Alright, route, we're going to KSAN, San Diego. Go over to our performance here, let's take a look at our fuel. Ooh, we got lots of fuel. We're gonna get rid of some of that fuel. Yeah, we don't need that much. We're only gonna go 2 hours. That sounds good. If I click on the right spot. There we go. Alright, back over to here. Alright, so we got our fuel now. Wait a minute, 10? 11, 12, 13. It's a lot of fuel. I don't know if that's what I wanted. Let me double check that again. 2 hours, really? That is quite a bit of fuel. Why is that not coming out right? Alright, I only want about 12,000 pounds. Alright, that's better. Okay, much better there. Short flight there. So let's take our defaults here. Reserve, I'm guessing we're probably going to have about 5, probably a little bit more. Cost index, I'm just going to put 125 so we get maxed out. Cruise level, we will go to 280. That looks good. Cruise winds, we're going to leave all of this off. Over here though, we are going to put in our N1 limit. I'm just going to put, what's our current temp? 13. I'm just going to put 10. We'll see what that does. There we go. Now we got an N1 limit here. Takeoff flaps are going to be 5. Get our CG set. Trim 4.5. So let's go ahead and set that. Got our V speeds, we'll put those in. And departing, we're going to take off runway, what are we, 25 left. We will go, I believe, it's that one, Blythe. I'm just kind of making this up as I go here. We'll take a look at it. Alright, 25 left, ISO for Blythe. Let's go over here to arrivals. I know arrivals, though, we're going to be doing RNAV to 27. We're going to take Barrett 5 with Imperial transition. Sure, we'll do that on. We'll put glide slope on. Let's execute that. Alright, let's go over to legs. See if we got any discontinuities, which I'm sure we do. So Phoenix 25 left, then we climb, go to Keynes, ISO. We got an activate now. Shimon, Blythe, Imperial. Yeah, we're gonna go Blythe Imperial direct. And no other discontinuities. Looking good. Now let's take a look at the plan on that and see what it looks like here. So we come over here, go to plan. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Alright. I guess you gotta activate it first, huh? Activate, yep. Execute. Alright, now we can step through it. So we take off from the runway. Assuming. Okay, there we go. So then Keynes, ISO. There's ISO over to Salome, to Blythe. Then we head down to Imperial. Do all these little transitions. Let's zoom in here a little bit so we can see the rest of this. Let's take a little bit closer look there. Alright, not sure what that little thingy is. I'm guessing that's maybe... Oh, that's the transition there. So we can get rid of that, because we're not going to do that. Right? Yeah, see that it's got this Lydia, so we can get rid of Lydia. Let's delete Lindy. Okay. Okay, so that looks better. We come down here, and let's keep stepping on through, down to the runway. And then we got our go-arounds over here. Alright. Looking good. Alright, let's go back here, go to map, we'll go to 40. Alright, I think everything on here is set then. Right? Let's take a look at our climb, 280. Take a look at our cruise, 28,000. What's our speed here? We might adjust that. We'll see what it looks like afterwards. Alright, go back to legs. Zoom out here. And let's get started up. Alright, so APU power. Turn the APU bleed on. Turn our electrical hydraulics on. Alright, we're not going to be doing any pushback. Now we do got fuel in the center tank, so let's just start at the top here. So yaw dampener first. Turn all of our fuel pumps on. We won't bother with that right there. That all looks good. Seat belts and smoking signs on. We'll put our window heat on, pitot heat on. We got our hydraulics already on, trim air on. 28,000 we will set here for our cruise altitude. 50 feet's good over at San Diego. All right, we're ready to start up. So let's go ahead and do packs off, and we'll start one at a time. So we're going to start engine number 2. We'll go to ground. Take a look over here, waiting for our N2 to come up to about 25%. Alright, there's 21. Okay, it sounds like we got a good start on number 2. Let's go ahead and start up number 1. Alright, got a good start on 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and set the rest of our panel here. We'll go over to engine generator. Turn our packs back on. Engine bleed on. APU bleed off. And APU can go off. Go ahead and turn our taxi light on. And our logo light, even though we don't have any logo on. Alright, so everything else up here looks good. Just double checking everything, scanning the panel. Looks good. We'll tell the attendants we're going to be getting out of here. Let's get the panel over here set up, and I'll do this with my keyboard or my joystick buttons here. We're going to go to what, 28,000 direct. Alrighty, let's go airport on. We'll turn weather on. Flight director on. Auto throttle armed. Reset that. Alright, everything else looks good on here. Mach speed, or indicated speed, sorry. I'm just going to set 151. Sounds good. I don't remember what it was on here, but we won't bother too much with that. Okay, we'll go transponder on altitude. And I think we are ready to taxi here. So, working brake off, we'll give it some gas. We'll also set our flaps at 5 for departure. Turning a little bit too tight there. Alright, auto braking to RTO. Okay, you know, I'm going to turn the engines down just a little bit here because they're all maxed out. I just reset my preferences. Let's see, there we go. That's a little better. So it's not insanely loud. get ready to take off over here. So strobes on, wing lights on. Set our bank angle all the way over to 30 so we don't limit that once we get in the air and are on the autopilot. So I do have a preset weather here, just a scattered setting, so there's some scattered stuff somewhere around
approaching
10,000
left,
and then we get some cirrus up above it. So winds are calm. Don't have to set our altimeter because I believe it's 2992. Yep. All right, I'm gonna
runway 25 left.
All right, since we're on 25 left, it's the shorter runway here. I'm going to go ahead and brake, and then we'll let the engines power up when come on, stop. And then we'll hit N1. So it's the first time I'm doing that in this Zibo model, so we'll see how it works out. Rotating. Gear up. Okay, VNAV is still not engaging here. Probably missing a setting. LNAV is engaged. Let's try, we'll engage the autopilot, and we're going to go ahead and set our airspeed up a little bit. So we're going vertical speed right now. Not sure why we're not getting VNAV, so alright, let's get cleaned up over here. Flaps up 1 notch. Turn our auto braking off. Gear handle can come to off. So let's see, we got any messages here? Let's go climb. I wonder if we didn't set the temperature, and maybe that is why it's not allowing us to select our VNAV. We had to select our temperature in order to get our auto throttle to stay engaged, so I think we'll have to play around with that next time. Alright, let's watch us climb out of here at least. We'll also go flaps up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring our airspeed up also. Let's go to 250. Alright, we'll turn our logo light off, wing light off, and our taxi light off. flickering there in the clouds. Drawing it in, I guess. Alright, 10,000 feet, landing lights off. Or I guess I already had them off. Alright, let's take a look over here and see what we missed, if we can find it, on our I'm wondering if we had to set the temperature when we were on the ground. Oh well, we'll control the vertical nav then manually here, or lateral nav, sorry. Or yeah, vertical nav. Don't know what I'm talking about. Let's take a look outside. I'll turn the sound down just a little bit. Alrighty, so let's see, we're above, yeah, we're heading for 17,000. Let's just go to Mach. We can increase up to 0.78 at this point. We'll hit standard there. Keep on climbing out to our flight level 280. Just setting our starters to continuous during the climb. So it's climbing real good. Holding about 260 indicated. Just setting my my heading there to be in the general ballpark of our route. I got about 4,000 feet to go. Slow up our ascent a little bit so we can start picking up speed. Not sure why I'm getting the flickering there in the clouds. Let's see here. It didn't really change anything there. Shadows are all off. Nope, not that. Alright, we're at our flight level here. We'll let ourselves get sped up, and since we're controlling the vertical nav manually here, let's put stations on. We got airports on. We can zoom out a little bit here. We'll bump it up to Mach 0.8. Alright, we'll watch the wing view here while we cruise, and I'm gonna go get a drink of water. Be right back. Alrighty, back in the cockpit. Take a look at our speed here. So we got 95.7 on the N2. We are holding our speed at Mach 0.8. Got a little ortho mismatch down there below us. Let's take a look. And we got calm winds. We're making a good headway here. 476 on the ground speed. And like I said, calm winds, so our true airspeed is the same. And we'll have to watch our descents here, since we're doing it manually. Well, not manually. We're controlling it through the autopilot manually. Well, let's take a look around over here a little bit. We got the RG mod in the cockpit for the darker. Oh, we got our coffee here. Darker textures within the cockpit. Go back to auto on our starters. So let's take a look at the upper panel here, and whoop, didn't want to do that. And let's see what everything looks like. Pressurization looks good. Turn our window heat off. It's our outside temp, -11, so we'll see if they fog up a little bit. Although there's no weather out there, so we'll see how that works out. I'm not sure what that setting is for the DC power. And you can almost always do a flight just by leaving these on, standby power. Alright, I'm going to take one more break here. We'll keep an eye on the, or I'll set the view for the outside there. We'll make this turn over here at Blythe and then head for Imperial and our top of descent right around Imperial. So let's see, get a good view out here. I like this one here. So I'll leave this one up and be back in a minute. Alright, looks like I'm back in the cockpit. Just in time to see our turn over Blythe. Heading for Imperial. Got a nice view of the Colorado River there. We're now in California. There's Blythe down below us. Let's take a look around here. And Blythe Airport should be right there, back behind us. Leaving some contrails behind. Nice ortho throughout California here. I think I got it zoom level 16, maybe even 17 in some of it. defrost up. Nice. Let's go ahead and put our window heat back on. It's even got the little heating elements, you can see. So that should clear up here in a few minutes. And let's see here, I'm wondering if this works on the secondary. Here, let me do this so I'm not bouncing around. So our windows should defrost here in a few minutes, supposedly. In the meantime, we'll look out the passenger window. Starting to clear up a little bit, I think. So we're coming to our top of descent. Let's see what we're going to be doing here. And we will be going down to let's see, Barrett intersection. Let's just why don't we do Pillow intersection? We want to be at 12,100, so let's go ahead and set that. And then we make our turn here. We'll start our descent. We'll use the bug to eyeball it. It looks like our windows have cleared up. Let me see, is that Holtzville? Yeah, I believe that is Holtzville Airport. Little abandoned World War II airport. I always look for it because in real life I actually did an emergency landing there once in Cessna 152, flying out of Yuma. Started losing engine power, ended up landing there. But that's another story. Alright, let's go ahead and looks like we're just about coming up to our top of descent. We're waiting a little bit longer. Jump seat view. nice furry seats. So it looks like we're coming up to our turn at Imperial here. We'll start our descent. So let's jump over here, go to vertical speed, and do 16 for right now. Now there's our little green banana. So we want to be about at pillow when we're at 12,200. We'll go ahead and start slowing down too. And I'm going to use my my keyboards here. Zoom in on here too, so we get the same view, roughly. Yep, it's the same. What do we have, 40 or 60? Let's take a look here. What is our economy path descent? Heading for 4,000. Huh? We'll go to 0.7 on the speed. See the ocean already, out over San Diego, just beyond San Diego. So we head for Barrett, then we do a quick left turn here, and then capture the inbound to 27. Got us, what, 4,300 at Vida. So let's just keep on going down to 4,300. Quite see where Vida is, but I think we're close enough there. Alright, there's 18,000 feet, so Let's go over to 2992, and I think I have it set so it does both of them. Yep. I start getting slowed down. Zoom in a little bit. Take a look at that. Okay, there's Vida, so that's that second one. So we can change our rate of descent so that we kind of eyeball it. Right about there, I think. And we get set up here for the landing. Put our logo lights back on. We'll do auto braking to 2. And even though we haven't been using VNav here, we'll see how it works out for the actual approach portion. Slow down about 250 here. Alright, so we want to be at 2000 at Rebo. Let's go ahead and set that up. See how our descent takes us. That's about right. We'll hold about 1500 foot per minute descent here. And we got at or above 4000. So we should make those altitude restrictions there. Double checking my airspeed requirements here. Where we're down here, we'll put in Mission Bay VOR into nav 1. Could do the localizer, but there's our line. I like to use it just as a reference mark. coming up to Barrett here. And I think I see the airport out there in the just below the clouds. Let's jump back inside and get ready for this approach. Actually, I think I'm going to turn my my water on. It just looks so much better. And you can see the difference there when I turned it on. This little lake there. Alright, well, we are about to turn final for the airport. There's the airport right over there. It's a nice view. Go ahead and slow ourselves down just a little bit more. Go to 240. And I think we can change our descent here just a little bit. Probably fly it manually once we actually turn on the final approach course. And I'm going to go ahead and arm our speed brakes. Well, actually, we'll hold off here. We may need to deploy them once we get set up on the final here. Let's go landing lights on. We are at 240. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Go 2 degrees on the flaps. This thing's like kind of turning us. I think it kind of overshot it, so it's bringing us back around. That's going to turn us back on course. Right over the mountain. I think it's because I was a little bit too fast there. Do some spoilers here, get ourselves slowed down a bit. Back up here. I think I'm going to just take it manually from here. We'll take the throttle also. I think what it did was we overshot it because I'm not using the V nav, so it's going a little bit too quick. Overshot the turn there, and then it tried to kind of overcorrect it. There we go, 5 flaps. Looks like we're getting back on course here. Alright, go 10 flaps. Make sure everything's turned off over here for the autopilot. Alright, go 15 flaps. Get ourselves slowed up. You get some scenery loading here. It's a little funky out there. Alright, we are over the freeway here, so we'll go gear down. And we're going to go 30 on the flaps. Get ourselves stabilized here. Okay, 3 green on the gear. Landing light is on. Auto braking is set for 2. Flaps 30. I'm going to shoot for about 138 over the numbers.
Approaching 27.
400. 300. 200. 100.
Here's our airspeed.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Okay, throttle back. Thrust reverser is engaged. Alright, auto braking. Spoilers down, flaps up.
We'll be taxiing for the next few minutes, so please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and all items stowed until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you have all your personal belongings before you exit the aircraft, and be careful when opening the overhead compartment. You're now free to use your mobile phones and small lightweight
Alright,
devices.
landing light off. Taxi light on.
With us today. We hope you
Strobes
had a
off.
pleasant experience, and we look forward to welcoming you again on another flight.
think I gotta adjust my anti-aliasing. That's why we're getting all this flickering on everything. I'm getting a good frame rate. Alright, well, we'll park over here with the other American flights. And they've been kind enough to let us park our little test flight here. Maybe they're going to be buying this 737. Hey, taxi light off. Don't want to blind the guy over here. Alright, set our parking brake. Go over to ground power. And shut down 1 and 2. And seatbelt signs can go off. Logo light off. Beacon off. Everything else is good here. Alright. I think that's it. Let's take a look up here again. Alright, nav lights can go off. Logo, everything else is off. Off. Alright, we can start turning everything else off up here. Ground power. Standby. Leave the smoking sign on. Actually, I'm curious. We never got the call out from the stewardess, like in the other version. So that is it. We are in San Diego. First short cross country with the Zibo .24 version. Thanks for watching. And well, you know, we'll do a quick replay. How's that? Always got to have that replay in there. Let's see here. A little bit farther. Where are we at? That's about right. Let's see, can we do a runway view? We'll do the runway view. Actually, we'll do the wing view. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe for more X-Plane videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.